Hey YouTube, how goes it? So a number of you have asked me already, where is the Dell XPS 13? Well, happy? So, without further ado, let's get it started. We're gonna unbox the Dell XPS 13 and we're gonna do a first impression to see what it brings to the table. Literally. And just a reminder before we begin the actual unboxing and first impressions, if you enjoy the content on this channel, please consider subscribing and liking the video. It helps me grow. Well, let's go. Look at that premium style packaging. Wow. Not sure why there's a plastic wrap around it, but I can appreciate that for sure. Oh wow, look at that. Well, let's see what's inside the box. Look at that nice magnetic tab they have. And as soon as you open the box, XPS, loving the branding. And the moment of truth, the laptop itself. Let's see what kind of goodies we got in this box. So first and foremost, the actual prize. Eyes on the prize. But let's see what else comes. So, looks like you've got a booklet, the actual charger, it appears, a USB Type-C charger, and look at that small charging brick. Wow, that is a lot of weight loss right there. All right, let's see what else we got here. So what's this? Ah, interesting. Looks like Dell's actually given us a USB-C to USB-A port. This is great considering the Dell XPS doesn't actually have any more USB-A ports. So it's very nice to see Dell's actually putting consideration. Thank you, Dell. And of course, lastly, you have the wall outlet plug. So nothing fancy to see here. This just connects into the actual charger. And it seems like that's everything that comes with it. I have to say the packaging here is amazing. Like this is definitely one of the most premium laptop unboxing experiences I've seen. And it seems Dell's even put a little 100% recycled plastic disclaimer there. So I'm assuming this plastic is indeed 100% recycled. So good job, Dell. Looks like you're hitting the environmental and the aesthetics tab at the same time. All right, now to actually unveil the masterpiece. It's really slim, but it's heavy. I'll give it that much. Let's unwrap this thing. So we got wrapping right here. See, there you go. And wow, it is seriously slim, and I am loving the metal body. Wow. Let's see what it smells like. Doesn't smell like it came out of the factory. Doesn't smell bad. I guess it smells like how a laptop should smell. Metal? Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a very slim body. It has somewhat of a teardrop design, as you can see, but it's more linear compared to, let's say, the Surface Book 3. It has a full metal body. I like that aluminum touch, feels premium. The back, you can see they have the XPS branding, seems to have the speaker as well as the cooling system, and you can see the vents on the upper side. You have a full metal hinge. I like that. In terms of I/O port, it seems on this side you have a USB-C port and a SD card reader. On the other side, you seem to have another USB-C port and the headphone jack. This officially means Dell is departing from the USB-A port bandwagon, and I appreciate that because I think it's time to go into the future. So now that we've seen what it looks like from either side, and we have a good idea of what the laptop looks like, let's see what it looks like when you open it up. So here you go. First thing I noticed right away is this carbon-like feel. Loving the large trackpad, considering this is a 13-inch laptop. I'll have to play around with the keyboard. It's nice. It has a nice feel to it, a little mushy for my liking, but it definitely feels premium and it has a nice deep travel. You also have your Intel Core i5 10th Gen branding and the Infinity Edge display, which I'll bring a little closer. We'll turn it on just a moment to see how the screen actually looks. And you can see the carbon fiber wrapping is all across the base. So it seems like it's a design theme and I'm liking that, really. It's unique. So additionally, if you look carefully, you'll notice that there's the webcam as well as all the other cool face shenanigans they would have. The screen is non-reflective for the most part, so it is an anti-glare screen, which is a great thing, I think, especially if you're going to be working in bright settings. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to see. I love how thin the bezels are on this. They definitely have a modern appeal. As we play around, we'll get a better idea of how the screen actually feels. So I just booted up the computer for the first time. I did have to connect the charger to it because I guess it wasn't charged or it was out of battery by the time it arrived here. Also, I really like how when you plug in the cable, you actually get an indicator that it's charging. It's nice to see, especially considering all the ports are not unified and it's all USB-C port type charging. So good to see. I am absolutely loving the screen on this thing. It's thin, sleek, and it's bright. Now keep in mind, since this isn't a full review, I will have to spend some time with it, compare it to other laptops, as well as see how smooth the screen feels. But from my first impressions, I am thoroughly impressed. Well done, Dell. Now you are probably wondering about the specifications on this machine. Like I said, this isn't a full review, but just so you know, this particular model has the 10th gen Core i5 processor. It has 8GB of LPDDR4X RAM. It has a 250GB SSD solid state drive. It also has Intel Iris Plus graphics. So it is the mid-tiered XPS 13-inch device, but it is the newest 2020 model. And the reason I got this particular configuration is because this is the one most people will end up getting, and it's good to give a review of the configuration that will be most popular. So I will be doing a full review. Stay tuned for that. Based on what I saw, I can already tell you the Dell XPS is going to be a fun machine to review. Until that review though, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the initial impressions and what you think of the 13-inch Dell XPS. Also, with that being said, if you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking this video as well. It helps me grow, keeps me motivated, and it provides me with the things I need to continue reviewing future products. Lastly, I want to give a special shout out to my existing subscribers. I recently hit the 100+ mark, which is all thanks to you guys. And I want to keep growing just like that. So, thank you so much. Until next time, Soltech logging out.